Welcome to Perfect Piano. I'm James Viggers. In this 18th video in the series, we'll be looking at phrasing. If we see music as a language, it's easy to see how we choose to phrase becomes important. As when we speak, the wrong inflection or punctuation can give a totally different meaning to the one intended. For example, Charles I walked and talked half an hour after his head was cut off. Charles I walked and talked. Half an hour afterwards, his head was cut off. Accompanying singers helped me to understand phrasing a lot. Try to imagine where a singer might take a breath. Sing along when you're playing and take a breath at that point. Also, try a little swell towards the middle of the phrase and then a diminuendo as the phrase ends. Think too about the length of phrase. It might help to vary the length of phrase. Here in this Bach's first prelude, I'm going to do a 4-bar phrase followed by two 2-bar phrases. Remember, the piano is a member of the percussion family. That means notes die when they're held. We need to take this into account in our phrasing so that notes that follow long notes don't bounce. Let's revisit those opening notes of the Chopin Nocturne Opus 9 No. 2 we first heard in video 4, Legato. Let's now see a graphic of how that was recorded. Note how the sharp entries to the notes, the start of each note, diminuendo. And notice too how during the 3 notes coupled at the end, I make a progressive crescendo to the 3rd, which is a long note. It's possible also to associate feelings and gestures with certain intervals. A rising 4th is hope, a falling 5th, resolution, a rising 6th, yearning, a falling 6th, a sigh. Let's have a look at some of those examples. So for hope, a rising 4th, as in the Aida March. Conversely, a rising 6th is more yearning. Again. Then rising to an octave. Notice how the intervals tend to resolve inwards. Notice how in the Pathétique second movement, Beethoven not only gives us hope, but added anxiety by taking us beyond the intervals and actually not resolving them inwards. Hope. So we have anxiety building by those intervals rising but not resolving inwards. See what happens if we did resolve them inwards. notice at the end there, we have the falling fifth for resolution. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll be looking at interpretation. Subscribe to Perfect Piano so as not to miss it.